Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 11th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what we have going on for you at this time. Possibly dealing with authority-like figures. Again, this seems to be coming up from, for different signs at different times this year. But you start off with the 10 of Diamonds. Very good card for money. I also feel like for you, needing to look underneath the surface, needing to look at details of things that are happening in your life. I usually say that, to me, Pluto is, a planet of being a detective, needing to look underneath the surface. And I feel like, Pluto in Capricorn is even more so. It's like as close to Earth as it can possibly get, practically. So, kind of strengthens Pluto. And I think that I think it's a great time to kind of like discover new things and to try to discover new things in our lives. Very general message for you. I do feel like it's very general. I feel like it could be about discovering more about your partner, discovering more about your work, about your business. But I do feel like there's something beneficial. To me, I look at this card as like almost like, for you, at least the message I'm getting, is almost like a card of like finding gold. I think like you need to move a lot of dirt. You have to go through a lot of stuff. I think you've had to go through a lot of stuff for a while, but it's like you're about to find some gold in that dirt with this card. So I think there's going to be kind of a turnaround for you at this time. Next, you have the Five of Clubs, needing to go on an adventure, needing to do something new, needing to step outside of your comfort zone. I mean, I'd say that this is probably going to come up for Pisces as well. Virgo and Pisces, it's weird. I say it almost every week that, you two signs pretty much get the same messages a lot of the times. You're opposite signs, but you do get like very similar messages of needing to do things. So needing to step outside your comfort zone and create improvements in your life is the message I'm getting. It can be a difficult card. I mean, it can seem like, because, it's a good card and it can be challenging at the same time, because it can kind of say like, you need to do something that scares you, whatever that is. But if you do it, there's a lot of rewards for that. Great card for money, though, as well. Coming up with money-making ideas right here. Next, you show up as a King of Diamonds. So in a very strong position, I do feel like some of you are getting on top of your finances at this time. I think this message also came up for Gemini. So I think both signs are kind of like really focused on improving finances and figuring out how to improve them for the future as well. And this card can also represent a soulmate, by the way, coming in for you. For some of you, you really don't have any other love cards here, but for everybody else, it's been a very good love week so far. So it could be interesting to see. This is also a card of being kind of touched by money. So again, you kind of have like that Midas touch this week, where I think any of your ideas could lead to money. And again, even if you're retired, maybe investments ideas could bring in money. Next, you have the King of Clubs. This card can be a card of needing to pay attention. It's a card that's sometimes called the clouds. It represents like having your head in the clouds. So make sure to ground yourself this week if you need to. Sometimes I say this is a good card as well, because it can represent looking into the future, planning the future, making a lot of money in the future because of your ideas. But it can be a card of like getting a little bit too far ahead of yourself as well. So I'd say like if you feel like you're too far ahead, try to just back up a little bit on whatever path you're on. And, same thing with relationships. Again, don't try to push the relationship, I would say, too far ahead if you're in a new relationship. Same thing with a business. This card basically says don't overextend yourself in any way, because, that could lead to some confusion. But as long as you back off, you'll be fine. Next, you have the Six of Diamonds. A lot of sixes this week for everybody. This is a card of great luck. For you, I feel like you need to kind of like sell yourself more at this time. And, not the usual message on this card, but I do feel like, that you need to kind of like, push yourself out there more in all areas, whether it's work, relationships, finding a relationship. Doesn't really matter. This card, I think, sometimes says that you're being too shy about something, or you're not letting something out, and that you need to let out. Again, it could be on a very personal level as well. It could be with a family member or something. This card says if you do it, if you let it out, you will actually grow from that experience. So don't hold things back this week. And finally, you have the Three of Diamonds. Problems with paperwork. Double check all your paperwork this week for sure. But other than that, looks like a great week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.